Indian Bank, joining in on the show right now. Mr. Kumar, great to have you on ET Now today. Thank you so much for your time. It's been a big announcement by the central bank last week. Tell me how much of the rate cut will fuel the overall credit growth across segments for you?
Thank you for having me here. I think RBI has given bazooka, as you were saying a few minutes back. This is a pleasant surprise. We were expecting 25 basis point with the continuation of a stance, but they have given 50 basis point rate cut, and icing on the cake was a reduction in CRR. So it has given much needed impetus to the credit growth, which has come down to 9.8% as of 16 May 2025. From top peak of 19% in March 24. And I expect that retail will take off because housing loan rate has come out substantially. Even our rate is 7.40, as low as 7.40 for certain segment of borrowers. So I see demand in housing sector, retail sector, affordable housing. It will also spur demand in the for the MSME sector. And by expectation, corporate loan book should also start picking up. Good companies may come for capex. So I am expecting that growth should rebound. Maybe it may take a quarter or so, but it will be good for the credit growth for the economy.
All right, Mr. Kumar, give us a sense that with the recent 50 basis point of rate cut, in what time are you planning to pass it on as a benefit to the customers? Because 50 basis point is what we have already seen, apart from the 50 basis point recently announced.
Yeah, so there are actually two segments. One is linked to the external benchmark, one is linked to the MCLR. So external benchmark linked, which is around 40% of our portfolio, we very next working day, that is on 9th of July, we have already passed on to our segments like retail and MSME and agriculture. For loans linked to MCLR, it will take some time. However, we have gone for a 5 basis point reduction in MCLR as of 31st May, because that is a function of cost of fund. Cost of fund will remain elevated because that is also marginal cost of fund requirement is RBI formula is there. So MCLR will come down gradually over a period of time. But externally benchmark it has already we have passed on, and I think most of the banks has passed on.
Okay, so that's the take on how much you've been able to pass on. But sir, I also want to understand what is going to be the impact on NIMs. Where are you seeing this metric stabilize going ahead? And how much will be the repo rate cut impact on the NIMs? How much will be the set off by the cut in CRR as well?
I think net there should be impact of 20 to 25 basis point on the NIM of the banks. Because external benchmark we have passed on immediately. Cost of fund cooling off will take some time. Bulk and CD rates has come down, but retail term deposit, which forms a majority portion of the banks, that will come down only gradually, because banks will also change deposit, and customers will also look out for other opportunities. So, and part of that, I think around between 3 to 5 basis point can be set off by the reduction in CRR. So net, I think 20 to 25 basis point, I expect impact on the NIM for the year.
Right. The other thing I also wanted to talk about, since you were just mentioning it, what happens to your deposit growth? How much, or rather, where do you see that going?
Yeah, I have given guidance of deposit growth in the range of 8 to 10%. So I expect that growth we should be able to achieve. However, as deposit rates, RBI rates has come down, so bulk rates will come off, and it has already come off. So on that count, we will get some support. But yes, of course, borrowers may look out for some greener pasture, so maybe some impact on that. But I can see around 10 to 11% deposit growth for the system. I can see.
And what about your cost of funds? Where is it currently, and where do you see that slipping to?
Cost of fund presently it is 5.27%, and I expect to come off for the year around say 5.15 to 20.
All right. Along with that, with a bond available portfolio of close to 68,000 crores and the modified duration of 3.21, is it correct to understand that the company is sitting on a profit of around 1,000 crores on AFS bond portfolio after that 50 basis point of rate cut? If not, then how much profit from AFS portfolio is the company expecting?
See, if you see the yield, even after this bazooka rate cut of 50 basis point, yield has actually, for the long term, it has inched up. Impact will, of course, it will cool off gradually, and banks will be, even Indian Bank will be in profit. So earlier rate cut has given us an opportunity, and we are sitting on some profit. This impact of this rate cut will come gradually, but net it will be beneficial for the bank, and banks part of the whatever we are losing on the NIM will be compensated by treasury gains.
We just have visuals on air of PM Modi, who seems to be done inspecting the site of the air crash in Ahmedabad, and he is on his way back, and we'll bring you more updates as and when we have more. But coming back to the management of Indian Bank, sir, we understand that vehicle finance was one segment that was facing a little bit of a pressure. Help us understand if this recent rate cut will be enough to revive this segment going ahead.
Yes, it will support, because their cost of fund, borrowing fund cost will go down. So of course it will support the sector.
Okay, and what about your entire personal loan space? Because we've had RBI governor also mentioning about the situation in personal loans, the segment abating. How much growth should we expect in personal loan segment? Because if we remember correctly, in Q4, this segment saw a little bit of choppiness. It was down 15% for you. So any revival if you're spotting on in this segment as well?
We don't have a very big book of personal loan. It is very moderate, not substantial portion of our book. But still, I expect with this rate cut and the measures given by RBI in the last, say, 1 year, a lot of cleaning work has been done. So gradually now banks may start again going for the personal loan growth, and it may revive. Extent it will unfold over a period of time, but of course we will see some revival in the personal loan. We are also thinking of going for the personal loan in salaried class people.
Lastly, the Supreme Court has now scrapped the JSW Steel Bhushan Power deal. Although NCLT has put liquidation of BPCL on hold till August, but we do want some clarity on it. What will happen to this case, as the bank had a claim of 2,600 crore rupees and received only about 1,060 so far?
I think matter is sub judice. Let us wait how it unfolds.
But are you hopeful of it going the right way?
Let us see. I think it will be for the betterment of the system. This is what I can say.
On that hopeful note, thank you so much, Mr. Kumar, for your time. Good speaking with you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, that's that from Indian Bank. In the meantime, let's just take a look at markets. And